21 days in the Word with Nana. Welcome to day 5. Let's go. So today we studied Galatians chapter 5 and chapter 6. Galatians 5 verse 16 says that walk in the spirit and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. And then I wrote that the flesh and the spirit are contrary to one another. If you walk according to the flesh, it means that you do whatever you like, whether it is good or bad. But if you are led by the Spirit of God, it means that you have received by faith the righteousness of God that He has promised us. So Galatians 5 verse 19 listed the works of the flesh. That's idolatry, fornication, uncleanness, jealousy, envy, and many more. So we want to make sure that we are not walking according to the flesh. And then Galatians 5 verse 20 listed the fruit of the Spirit. That is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, self-control, and many more. So as believers, we want to make sure that every day of our life, right, we are led by the Spirit of God. We walk in love, we walk in peace, we walk in long suffering, even though these things are not easy. That's why the grace of God is available for us to walk according to the Spirit. Yeah. And we also in Galatians chapter 6 tells us that if you see someone that is trespassing or someone that is walking according to the flesh, right, what you have to do is to uphold that person. You that you are walking by the Spirit, talk to this person. Oh, this is how you do it. Not that you start mocking the person or you start judging the person. Paul is telling us that we should encourage one another. Let's it be a burden for you to see your fellow believer walking according to the flesh, maybe committing adultery, fornication, and like a lot more. Let it be your duty to bring the person back into the correct one. So we should bear one another burden so that we shall fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians chapter 6 tells us that if you sow in the flesh, you would reap corruption, but if you sow in the Spirit, you reap everlasting life. So the summary of Galatians 5 and 6 is that we want to make sure that we are walking by the Spirit every day of our life. And how do we do that? We walk in love, peace, long suffering, and want to also make sure that when we see other believers falling, make sure that we bring them back to Christ and not mock them. So we should bear one another burden. Thank you.